What's up everyone watching on SeemsGoodMagic? This is Josh and I'm back once again to provide you with a Battle for Zendikar draft. You can find me regularly over at my YouTube channel Basement Level Magic with my buddy Doug. We're a newer Magic channel that features limited and constructed play, unboxings, and some card speculation videos. I want to thank Alex for once again letting us present one of our draft videos for his channel, and would love it if anyone would like to come over to our channel and check us out. We're about to head into a Battle for Zendikar draft, and I'll see you when it fires. Thanks! What's up everybody, this is Josh here from Basement Level Magic, and we are getting towards the end of days of Battle for Zendikar draft, but we're going to go ahead and do one more. So we've got a interesting pack here. Green is spoke of horribly by anyone that plays this format quite a bit, but Undergrowth Champion is definitely one of the better cards that you could get if you're going to be green. The landfall trigger just makes this card really hard to deal with. So I'm definitely looking at doing it. If you've been watching a lot of my drafts, you would know that Resolute Blade Master is, that's speaking to me. That is my style. The Red-White Allies was a deck that I personally did really well with and I enjoyed playing a lot of. But I don't think it's good enough to take over Undergrowth Champion. So other cards we'd be looking at here, there's not too many great cards, honestly, other than Resolute Blade Master and Undergrowth Champion, so it's an easy pick here. Unfortunately, it's going to put us in a tough spot. We'd love to see a bunch of snappy Gnarlids come around, and maybe we'll go with some kind of landfall deck. Blood-Bond Vampire is awesome. It's specifically good in the black-white deck, which I actually haven't played for quite a while, mostly because I think, after the initial couple weeks, people found out that black-white was awesome and everyone was picking up those Calistria healers. After that, I was just not really getting it. Green-wise, Eyeless Watcher is not something we want to look to do. Malakir Familiar is definitely one of the... It's definitely very good in the black-white life gain deck. I feel like Blood-Bond Vampire is just a little bit better in that deck. But Malakir Familiar goes in a lot of other decks too. So I think it's a tough call here. Either way, I feel like the Familiar is a little bit more flexible. So I'm going to take the Familiar, and this is... that could be weird. Halimar Tidecaller, that card is awesome. So the Tidecaller is definitely the best card in this pack. And it lets me know that blue is looking pretty open in this direction. Otherwise, I don't think there's a lot of cards worth mentioning here, really. Nettle Drone is fine. That's about it. McKinney Patrol does decent in a ally deck, but nothing great. Yeah, let's take the Tidecaller and let's see where we go here. So we're definitely looking at some weird stuff. Clutch of Currents is probably, I think we're going to end up blue now. Halimar Tidecaller with Clutch of Currents behind it is pretty important. I'd love to get the Tide Drifter, but I think just grabbing a Clutch of Currents is going to be pretty important. I could look to pick up some of these good red cards, which I do like, but, going into 4 color after 4 pick is usually a odd spot to be in. Calistria Nightwatch is very good if you're in any type of life gain. And actually, I found that that card is just really good on its own. Even if it doesn't have the flying ability, it does a good job a lot of games. But Clutch of Currents is definitely where we want to go with here. So kind of an odd little start here. Outnumber is very good. My gosh, I think I'm probably going to go into a 3rd or 4th color already. Yeah, I think Outnumber is probably too good not to take. And it's a really good sign that it's still here. Rune Processor is awesome, but that card, a lot of times we can find another one. Otherwise, Bone Splinters is okay a lot of times, so I just don't find myself happy to lose any of my creatures. I feel like I value them a little too much, so I'm gonna grab the Outnumber. We are definitely staying open, as you would say. So if we were going red, Valka Predator is very good. Otherwise, we could look to do like a Lifespring Druid and still go with the Undergrowth Champion. The Malika Familiar is not looking good right now. Shadow Glider is fine as well, and it actually plays really well in a blue-white Flyers / life gain deck. I feel like with this outnumber, I'm very close to wanting this Predator. Blue-red usually is devoid. Let's take the Glider. That was kind of a last-minute pick right there. Alright, so not great, but if we were looking to do the blue-white Flyers, a card that is very good is this Fortified Rampart. It's not exciting. You're not gonna, look back and be like, oh my god, that card was amazing. I can't wait to draft it again. But if we're possibly gonna be blue-white Flyers, I think that Fortified Rampart is gonna be huge for us. So let's grab it and let's start looking that way. Once again, there's another black card. My gosh, I'm getting all the signals you could ever look for. Let's just bring everything in. Who knows? Tajiro Beastmaster is fine. It's not really what we're going to be looking to do. Undergrowth Champion is just not going to happen, I don't think. Take the Demon's Grasp. Well, then I see a Snapping Gnarlid. We are getting the weirdest signals ever. Who knows? Maybe we played lots of colors. We could take a Fertile Thicket and just end up with that. I'm going to take the Boiling Earth. It's probably the best card if we're not green. So let's take it. Grave Birthing I think is very good with black. Here, gosh, we got those late blue cards and then all of a sudden we got nothing. Very tempted to take the Dispel, I think. Otherwise, Natural Connection if we're going to go. I feel like we can pick up a Dispel. You never need more than one, really. Green is wide open. My gosh, this draft is all over the place. Have you ever done a 5-color draft in this one? I have not, but maybe I should try it. This is what you call a mess with no clear direction. We had 2 great blue cards, which I felt was definitely the way to go there, and then all of a sudden nothing. Maybe white was totally not coming to us. What happens if we look something like this? And then there's a Noyandar, really? Royal Spout is awesome, Noyandar is awesome, Cluster Healer is great. Boy, this is one of the weirdest drafts. Shoot, let's just get the best cards. How about that? And let's see what happens. Noyandar is easily the best card in this pack. Royal Spout, I would love to have. Cloud Manta, I'd love to have. Even Rising Miasma would be okay. I mean, we've got some good black cards. Don't think I'll ever... I mean, I'm just going to keep cards in that I would possibly play. I'm really close to just taking this Lifespring Druid. If we're possibly going to be some random crazy color combination, we're going to need some mana fixing. I don't think that we've seen enough red to make taking Chasm Guide even a possibility. Herald of Kozilek is going to be tough as well. Gideon's Reproach is probably the best option, but if we did want to go some green form, I mean, green, white, blue does do a decent job with Converge. I think Gideon's Reproach is just better though. Yeah, let's take the removal. There's Coastal Discovery. So, I mean, we're still getting blue cards. Maybe there just weren't a lot of blue cards in that first pack. There's a lot of good cards here. So, Kozilek's Channeler is awesome. Smite the Monstrous is decent. Coastal Discovery is just super strong, though. I think I'd definitely be between Kozilek's Channeler and Coastal Discovery, but we'll take the Coastal Discovery. Alright. Some decent options here. I think red is out. So, you know, of course it's out when we have some really good red cards. Fire Mantle Mage I've found to be very strong in this format. Just having Menace is huge. And then Stone Fury is a very good red removal. If we were looking to play black, Retreat to Hagra is fine. It's nothing exciting though. Ghostly Sentinel is just the best card for us if we're looking to do this blue-white flyers. And, you know, we might be doing this Converge thing. We don't know. We're possibly Esper, possibly Bant. But we definitely want to be more of a blue-white base. Retreat to Kazandu, I feel, has been definitely a strong card this format. If we were looking to do the green thing. I don't know if Rot Shambler is strong enough. We might just be better off taking these black cards and just say goodbye to the Undergrowth Champion. You know, the black cards are definitely strong choices, and we could just take a Night Watch at that point. Otherwise, a Silent Skimmer is fine as well. We don't really have a lot of ways to gain life yet, but Silent Skimmer is a pretty decent blocker in the air, and it also just gets damage through. Yeah, I'm going to take the Skimmer instead. Oh my god, look at it. It's as though nobody took anything out of this pack. We've got a Clutch of Currents, Outnumber, Fire Mantle Mage. Awesome cards. Oh my gosh, I wonder what cards were taken. So we got to take the Clutch of Currents, but yeah, the red in this pack is insane. Even a Lithomancer's Focus would be very good for us. Alright, Grove Tender Druids. You know, who knows? Maybe we might still find our way into that green thing. Grove Tender Druids is just a really strong card, so that's why I want to take it. We are not looking to play red. There's another Retreat. Brilliant Spectrum, that card kind of sucks. Not a lot. I think I'll take the Retreat. Who knows, maybe we do end up with the green, white, blue deck. I'm going to take a Grave Birthing here. Scar from Existence would be fine, but I feel Grave Birthing has been pretty good in this format. Herald of Kozilek is just too good. Obviously, nobody's doing the blue-red Devoid thing. My gosh, once again, you know, we pick up Coastal Discovery and Clutch of Currents, two of the best blue cards in this limited format, and then nothing else blue. This has just been one of the weirdest collection of cards, or I don't know, people are just drafting crazy in this one. Vestige of Emrakul is just the best card in the pack there. Gosh, Earth and Arms, really? I mean, it works with the Halimar Tide Color, I guess. We might have to play green, just so we have enough playable cards. Wow, Valakut Invoker, second to last pick. I don't know, maybe, is there something new going on out here where people are doing 5 colors? because I have not been getting good signals here. You know, we get Noyandar and Ghostly Sentinel, Coastal Discovery, Clutch of Currents, great blue-white cards, and then basically nothing. Bring to Light, that could definitely work. Stasis Snare, Clutch of Currents, Valakut Predator, Sheer Drop, very good cards in this pack. I think Stasis Snare is the easy pick though. Clutch of Currents though could even be 3 Clutch of Currents. That seems like a lot, doesn't it? I want to say Stasis Snare is too good to pass though. Boy, this is a tough one here. I think it's going to be Stasis Snare. If I had a second Halimar Tidecaller, I could see doing Clutch of Currents, but I think Stasis Snare is just too good. There's a Malakir Familiar, Tajuru Stalwart, Ruination Guide, Courier Griffin, Kozilek's Channeler. Wow. Very good cards here. I just want to see what we look like if we take the black out of here. We have 10 playable cards. I think we take Courier Griffin in that case. Kozilek's Channeler is just awesome though. Myers Malice maybe. But that'll, you know, that we can pick up later. I'd love to see a Myers Malice later. Boy, this is one of my weirdest drafts I've ever done. I mean, I'd like to take the Kozilek's Channeler, but we just don't really have anything we're ramping into either. I'm going to take the Courier Griffin. That could actually play with these life gain cards too. You know, I pass the Kozilek's Channeler and then I get Bane of Balaged. I don't think we have enough red to go. I mean, something like a Stone Fury. We also have a Lifespring Druid, which, say we bring this back in, bring this in. Even Earth and Arms we could bring in. I think Bane is just too good. Let's take a finisher. Alright, Dampening Pulse, there we go. Mist Intruder would be awesome as well, but I think Dampening Pulse is definitely where we want to be with this. We need to slow our opponent down. Courier Griffin would be great as well. Royal's Retribution also. All the cards that we want for this deck are in this pack. Even Myers Malice. I'm going to go with the Dampening Pulse. Rush of Tightening Coils, there we go. Alright, so I'd be happy to find something like a Brood Monitor or a Tajuru Stalwart later. Yeah, we just need to get as much removal as we can right now. There's a Cluster and Night Watch. I always Smite the Monstrous, take out their big guy. 3 Fire Mantle Mages. This would have been the draft where I'd be so happy to be red, I think. I'm going to take the Night Watch in case... I mean, there's a good chance that we end up in black. Plated Crusher would be fine. I think I'm going to take the Smite the Monstrous. I feel like we can probably main deck that in this format. Otherwise, Spawning Bed. I think I mean, we have to be playing a third color, so we're not really looking to play non-colored lands, so I think Smite is where I'm going. Take another Fortified Rampart. Stone Fury, yeah, the red really opened up as this draft went on. Another Valakut Predator, my gosh. I'm going to take the Predator out of there. There's a Myers Malice. Oh, jeez. Alright, so here's our decision point, whether we're going to go green or blue, or green or black. Malachor Familiar, Grave Birthings, Calistria Nightwatch, Silent Skimmer. I've got some decent options at black. Yeah, I'm going to take the Myers Malice. I think our black is just a little bit better than our green. The Stalwart would be huge, but... And then a Lifespring Druid. I just can't win this time. Altar's Reap might even be okay. Sack a creature. Let's grab the Lifespring Druid. We'll see. We'll see. Get Sure Strike out of there. Yeah, my red would have been insane in this. Alright. We got some weird signals there. This is a hot mess. That is probably what I would call this deck. There's no way around it. Straight up mess. Alright, so if we bring in these black cards, how are we looking? Well, we've got enough cards to make a deck, so that's good. I mean, we'd like to have Coastal Discovery and Myers Malice as Awakened cards. Clutch of Currents, we'd like to have those over here, but maybe we would need them earlier. Grave Birthing just gives us a way to start ramping as well as draw some cards. We don't really have ways to take advantage of the exiling, but that doesn't matter too much. I'd just be using it as a draw a card, put it blocker out there. It also works really well with Noyandar. Because let's see, how many instants and sorceries do we have? Ooh, lots of them, my gosh. Smite the Monstrous, Demon's Grasp, Myers Malice, Coastal Discovery. Yeah, lots of ways to activate it. I wish I had maybe like one or two more Fortified Ramparts. Would be insane. This deck is going to be ridiculous. Hopefully it does well. I don't want to look like an idiot. I'd like to take out the Smite the Monstrous, but I don't even have another card that I could bring in. I mean, I could bring in a card, but which one do you bring in? Retreat? Natural Connection? Either way, we need green to do it. This is awful. Alright, if I can win with this, you guys gotta give me some credit, right? That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive if I can win. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I should have ended up red. Oh my god. Look at... Just in my sideboard, I've got 5 cards that I use like all the time with red. Vestige, Predator, Invoker, Sure Strike, Outnumber. But none of those just don't play great with what we've got. Shoot, let's go for it. I mean, we've got some very powerful cards. That I will say. We've got very powerful cards. I mean, I could just play a Smite the Monstrous instead of one of the Grave Birthing. That might be a better option. Yeah. So like, let's go ahead and add. How many black cards? Oh my lord. I think I want less black. So we got 7 and 9 respectively between our white and blue. Definitely need the most white because of the stasis snare. Ooh, alright guys. Hopefully we can get some cool gameplay out of this, because that draft was a mess. Alright, this is Josh here with Basement Level Magic. I'll see you in the games. Later.